Good morning, La Casa family. Happy Sunday morning. You know, we're getting a little bit out of springtime, but it's not getting super hot just yet. I'm so grateful that we're squeezing every ounce out of spring. So it's a beautiful day, wonderful day for this, which takes place before and after, in between. This is the Interlude. Now, you may be thinking, this isn't Chris. This isn't Pastor Matt. What's going on? Well, Chris, I think, was so inspired by last weekend's festivities. I think he actually ended up taking our cruise ship float quite literally, and now is out on the ocean. It is a La Casa World Tour, which continues our plans for world domination, obviously. But there's lots to get into, and so I know that's where Chris is, and I'm looking around, and I see Pastor Matt's up to something over here. Let's go over to Pastor
Connor.
Matt.
Good morning to you, Connor. Good morning, everybody online. I'm over here with Jane and Casey this morning. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Pastor Matt.
I'm just curious what you're up to here at the altar this morning.
Well, this is our second time we've been to the altar this morning, and we're getting the communion ready for the next service.
And you do this regularly as a part of your service here to the church, right?
We do, and we also fill in for those that need to be filled in with. Yeah, we're like substitute teachers, I guess.
So just give us a brief overview of what you do in setting the table here.
We basically be sure they have enough hosts for everything, and everything is organized, so it's ready for the next set.
And the wine also.
Well, thank you to both of you. This is a Communion Sunday, so thank you for your work. Without you setting the table as you do, we wouldn't have our communion this morning. So thank you. Now let's swing back around to Connor here. Connor, thank you for that little interjection there.
Oh, you're very welcome, Pastor Matt. How's everything going for you this fine Sunday?
Connor, I'm feeling so good because we're coming off of an incredible week last Sunday.
Most definitely. I mean, just this past month alone, as far, this whole spring season, it kind of kicked off with the egg hunt. So many different events, and Holy Week and Easter, and just going even more above and beyond for our 50-year celebration last weekend.
You're absolutely right. This entire season has been beautiful. Holy Week has been beautiful. And then last week, this incredible celebration, 50 years of ministry. Can you believe it? You were here for many of those years, Connor. Tell us what it's like to be here at La Casa de Cristo.
That's true. I mean, so I myself am neither of us are 50 years old yet, but we both have so much of our lives entangled in what La Casa has been in those first 50 years, including the space that we're in right now, the sanctuary. I can remember being a very small boy when we had the foundation ceremony. This was just a plot of land. None of the walls were up yet. We had candlelight. I can remember across the way where we now have our contemporary service, the gathering place, that was a gymnasium. I mean, literally, I can remember even when I was in Cub Scouts, the basketball floor, the Pinewood Derby races, and worship all at once. So the growing, the expansion, and the innovation and the cultivation of what La Casa is now, the youth programs, confirmation, all these pivotal milestones in faith in our Lutheran church here. I got to see it all, and to be there at the celebration of such a milestone like this was also so wonderful. And Pastor Matt, you were instrumental in organizing all of the ingredients that went into what the celebration was. How was all that for you?
It was just absolutely a blessing to be a part of that, to take everybody's history, because there were so many faithful people here long before I showed up, right? So many faithful stories, traditions, all the history of La Casa de Cristo, and be able to lift it all up at once and celebrate it. And that's the reason that we did the one worship service. We did a united worship service to remind us we're one church. Even though we have all these different things going on, all these different ministries, we're one church.
It's amazing. And so, yeah, that service was beautiful. We almost, I was describing it almost like on our Christmas cantata levels of production and involvement, all of the different music sections. I mean, we didn't pull any punches. We had our worship, our band of believers, we had the children's choir, we had bells, we had a brass section to accompany our full choir, Everybody was here. The sanctuary was overflowing, and we even took measures for an overflow contingency. So if you were here and we just ran out of seats, we had the live stream pulled up in the gathering place, and it was just amazing, that worship service. So good.
That's right.
And it went smoothly too, which
Yeah.
is just like we even just knowing that on the technical level, we stuck the landing and everybody celebrated and lifted up glory to God.
It was such a joyous occasion. We went through some of those milestone points in La Casa's history. I know I had the pleasure of sharing with our children in the kids' time about those milestone points in La Casa's history, when we moved to certain locations, when we built certain buildings. And this building that we're in now is actually like our newest building. Like, there's so much before this, and then this is our new place of worship, and it's just so wonderful. After worship on that day, we went outside, and then the party continued. What did you do outside?
So I was walking around and taking a lot of things in. After worship, I had a station of sorts where I set up in the gathering place, and while people were enjoying the celebrations, their lunch, you could take a moment to sit down, enjoy your food, or come over by me in the gathering place and share a little message that is now safely preserved in our time capsule, a message to the next 50 years from where we are right now. That was beautiful. But the music, the food, the band, the history walk was glorious.
That time capsule was so fun, and we had children, our young ones here at the church, place the time capsule into its spot and then place the dirt over it. Some very special things went inside of that time capsule, including a project that you participated in.
Yeah, and personally, that's just a huge honor, and I got there was so much gratification hearing and seeing other people's stories and their messages, and we had small children to people who have been here for a very long time, and so just the spanning of generations and how there are different stories, but like our one worship service signifies, and what you're saying, we're all unified as one church body. And that preservation is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
It was such a great Sunday here. Just smiles all around. Everybody was so happy, and we're so blessed to be a part of this church, aren't we?
I would certainly agree. This is a wonderful thing. We got people coming in now, getting ready for the 9:15 service, and it's just a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful spring season, and let the good times roll.
It's a beautiful day. I got a class this morning, Connor, so I'm going to head over to the other side of campus for my class, and why don't you take us out this morning? Thank you, everybody.
Very welcome. Thank you, Pastor Matt. Enjoy your class, and thank you for tuning in to the Interlude. It's time for us to go do what we do best and get ready for the 9:15 service. So thank you, and this has been the Interlude.